Daily Wire collapsing, Brett Cooper being fired. They blow 100 million on Pendragon and CEO Bug's office. Excuse me? What? What is going on over at the Daily Wire?
Wow. I was not expecting this news. And when I first saw it about the Daily Wire versus Brett Cooper, I thought there's no way this could possibly be true. And I still have a hard time believing that it is true.
Porter ain't gonna hire Brett Cooper? No, she probably costs way too much. She could start her own thing.
But the silence is stunning. There is a rumor going around, which just seems at first blush looks completely unfounded. And as of right now, 11:09 a.m. on December 3rd, Brett Cooper has not reacted to this rumor, has not responded to anybody who has been endlessly posting it in her on her X replies, and has not responded to my DM asking if she can speak about it.
I think it's true then. I think it's true. If she's not going to talk about it, it's probably true.
Which to me, it doesn't necessarily mean it's true. But if there were wild rumors going around about me getting fired or me leaving a show or something like that, and she keeps using X and she hasn't addressed them, it seems like they could be true. Now, Brett Cooper is, in my opinion, one of the few bright spots at the Daily Wire.
True.
And
Literally, the only thing that I like about Daily Wire is Brett Cooper. Everything else, either it's or I just don't like them.
And I know she's supposedly starring in their version of Snow White, but I'm not sure how all this got started. But it's been smoldering for several days now. It's reached her comment section, and she hasn't addressed it. So let's take a look. By the way, it wouldn't be a video about Daily Wire if I didn't remind you. Order your hilarious Trump now that we're third guarantee. Here is a post from AF Post saying the Daily Wire allegedly plans to replace show host Brett Cooper on her own show with producer Reagan Rohrbach after a disagreement with CEO Jeremy Boring.
Sure, why not? It's gonna fail, or at least not gonna be anywhere near the numbers that Brett Cooper has, because Brett Cooper, I don't know, there's just something about her.
Evidence, trust me, bro. There is absolutely nothing in this post that has now received 4,000 likes to actually indicate that this is true. And of course, a lot of people sharing this and pushing this are saying, "Oh, this chick's Jewish, so that must be why it's true." Again, I have not seen any evidence of this. However, things do seem to get a little deeper. Brett posted this morning, a passage saying, "We look before and after and pine for what is not. Our sincerest laughter with some pain is fraught. Our sweetest songs are those that tell of saddest thoughts. Yet if we could scorn hate and pride and fear, if we were things born not to shed a tear, I know not how the joy we ever should come near." Now, I do think that is an interesting post. You see, she's active on Twitter, replying.
Yeah, no shot that she hasn't seen the drama. So, like, I don't know what the deal is with that. That's kind of weird and crazy.
Replying to people, but then if you look in her comments, you're in my newsfeed a lot lately. Hope you're holding up okay. If the rumors are true, I'm so sorry you're enduring this. Hopefully you and Real Candace can do an interview soon. You're the real hero. Just remember that. I sincerely hope that Daily Wire is smart enough to never to Gina Carano you. It's a shame that Daily Wire is firing you. You had a good little show there. Not that I ever watched, but still. I mean, there are hundreds of replies in here bringing up that she is being fired from the Daily Wire, which I don't know if that is necessarily how I would define it.
Yeah, she's probably just, the contracts didn't get met or something, and they're going to split and they're replacing her, and that's that. Who knows? It might not even be happening at all. I haven't seen anything about it.
maybe it's just a contract dispute and this is part of the negotiation.
True. It probably is.
But she is not responding to any of those. You know,
Probably
fired from the
can't.
Daily Wire for not loving Israel enough. Again,
She probably can't talk about it. And all this Jew stuff, I'm getting real sick of it. I'm getting real sick of people hating on Jews. Like, I'm not Jewish, I'm Christian. And I think that Jews are wrong, but like, I don't hate them. I can be friends with Jews. Come on now. It's ridiculous.
these are people that are pouncing on this, that have their opinions of Daily Wire already, have their opinions of, you know, Ben Shapiro already. I mean, 3 hours ago, she posted this, and every single reply, you know, every single post in here is like, you know, talking about, you know, what's about eating deodorant, blah, blah, blah. But a lot of people are bringing up, hey, why are people, you know, are you leaving? What's going on? If you look at, let's see, well, 16 hours ago, making fun of Taylor Lorenz. I'm old enough to remember when we just called it breathing. I mean, I don't know. But then there's this video, again, from Ian Carroll, who I'm not calling a liar. I'm just saying it's 10 minutes of pure speculation that is relying on, quote, inside sources. Now, when you add to this rumor the fact that she has not addressed it, perhaps here's 51 James L., who first broke the story.
Brett Cooper fans, I just got a source very close to the Daily Wire who told
Again, who? We never even really found out what happened between Candace and Ben. But somehow you have data on Brett Cooper a little further down the food chain. It seems unlikely.
me that Brett Cooper is out. She is leaving the Daily Wire and the situation is very hostile. And it's kind of weird because she's still doing her show right now. So here are some of the notes that I took. Like I said,
Like, because probably she's under contract and they're waiting for the contract to be up. Who knows?
the situation is hostile, and apparently she is not allowed to speak about this publicly. A possible gag order, maybe, allegedly, wouldn't be at all.
So his source is his own notebook that he wrote stuff in. Again, I like Brett. I think this is important news to cover if it's true. But right now, she has not addressed it. And so I'm going to do my best to be, you know, fair and balanced on it. Now, again,
I'm just looking to see what the hell's going on. I ain't reporting nothing.
this all goes back to, you know, Steven Crowder was right. You know, those kind of posts. It's wild to me, you know, the contracts that these people sign. Brett Cooper, from what I know, was an actress. She was not a YouTuber. She was not like a content creator. She was literally built by the Daily Wire. Now, if all of this is true, okay, Brett already knows the recipe. She already knows, you know, the secret sauce. She has fans that will follow her wherever she goes. So wherever she goes, she'll be fine.
All shocked if that was the case, though, given what happened to Candace Owens when she left the Daily Wire earlier this year. Doing some digging online, and apparently some people are speculating that maybe she's pregnant. I don't know if that's
Oh, a
true or
Reddit
not, but
post. That must be
apparently
true.
it's not related to why she wants to leave. Also, it looks like the Daily Wire is trying to clone some kind of blonde version of Brett.
Welcome back to the comment section. I am producer Reagan, filling in for Brett again this Friday, and today is a big day.
I don't know what they're trying to do there, but it's a little weird, right?
That chick don't seem too bad. Hopefully she's got a similar brain as Brett.
They also told me that the Daily Wire is in huge financial trouble. Apparently, they're massively overspending on projects.
I could see that. I could definitely see that.
That would be extremely hard to believe given who runs it. I just say it. I don't think Ben Shapiro would let the company get in massive, quote unquote, financial trouble. Now, you know, the money they spent on.
That is by accident. If somebody put them into financial trouble, that's a different story. Because that is totally plausible.
You know, maybe, what is the show, the movie? The Snow White movie, it can't be that much. The money they spent on Matt Walsh's movie can't be that much. I don't believe that the Daily Wire is in any kind of financial trouble. And to be totally honest with you, if they were, they wouldn't be firing Brett Cooper, who's probably their most affordable employee.
True.
$66 million
Yeah, I'm starting to think this is kind of just bullshit, actually. But let's keep going.
on Pendragon.
Now, if they did spend $66 million on Pendragon, that is a lot of money.
Which I guess is coming soon. Oh, and she's also supposed to be doing this Snow White thing next year. I am not sure if this is still happening. The last thing, Jeremy Boring, he is the CEO of the Daily Wire. Allegedly, he's been bugging the office, spying on people. I guess the vibes there are super not good right now.
This feels like fan fiction to me. You know what I mean? Like bugging the office.
That would be insane, though, if it all comes out to be true. Even if it is true, I don't think we're going to see any of this. I don't think what actually happened is going to come out. But, you know, it, like, could be true. There's rumors floating around.
You know, again, Brett Cooper doesn't owe me a reply, but I did ask her. She seems to be fairly active on Twitter. She's obviously seen these rumors.
And just for the record, I don't know Brett at all. But
okay.
If all this is true, given everything that I've just been told and everything I know about what happened to Candace Owens, you know, like 6 months ago, the Daily Wire,
I'm pretty sure Candace Owens wanted out on her own accord, to be totally honest with you. I legitimately don't believe that it was just one directional. I think Candace Owens forces her way out. I that's what I believe. Now, do I believe that her and Ben didn't get along? Well, I don't have to believe that. That was happening in public. You know, if you look at this here.
Dude, I think the Daily Wire might be about to collapse.
It's not. I can tell you that right now, the Daily Wire is not collapsing. Again, I'm not going to dog on people for clickbaiting, given how I title stuff, but please.
My buddy James just got a scoop from an inside source that Brett Cooper is getting...
Don't worry, I'm not going to clickbait this title. I'm kind of going to clickbait, but I'm not going to be like, is Daily Wire collapsing? I'm probably going to say, is Daily Wire collapsing? Probably not. But this is crazy.
Pushed out of the Daily Wire, and there's this whole crazy contract thing. And I just got word from a source at the Daily Wire that Brett is not the only big name that is on the way out.
I don't believe either one of these people have direct sources at the Daily Wire. Nobody's been more critical of the Daily Wire over the long history. You know, I guess there's been a few, but I've been very critical over, you know, things at the Daily Wire. I have opened up my tip line to people from the Daily Wire. Nobody has ever sent me any of this stuff that all these people claim to be in existence. Remember the minutes thing that was allegedly leaked, which was just clearly just a Word document that nobody corroborated, but everyone believed it because screw Ben Shapiro. Again, I'm not simping for the Daily Wire. I'm just defining reality here and saying, like, I don't know about this.
The Daily Wire.
I mean, when you start by saying the Daily Wire is in financial ruin, I know that you're full of bologna sausage. You know what I mean?
Cover the Snow White movie.
The only way I could see it is if, like, there was one giant mistake happen and it had nothing to do with Ben Shapiro. Who knows? I don't know. Like, nobody knows. I think it's all crap. I think it's a bunch of crap. I don't think it's going on. Maybe Brett Cooper is leaving. Maybe. But I don't think there's any of this going on. I don't think there's any hostility. I don't think the bugging the office is a thing. Because why? Why would you bug an office? Unless there was, like, some actual collusion with world governments going on or something. But I don't think Brett Cooper would be doing that. And I don't think the CEO would be doing that.
Pendragon. A lot about Jeremy Boring, the self-proclaimed God King of the Daily Wire. But I think the place to start is with this super controversial video from Steven Crowder from a year ago where he turned down a $50 million contract from the Daily Wire.
It wasn't a $50 million contract. It was basically prepaying him for bringing all of his Mug Club subscribers over.
But then,
why on earth you would ever consider getting... Look, let's just talk from a purely business perspective. Brett Cooper, okay, is one of the few people at the Daily Wire still growing. She is one of the few people that, you know, is still averaging 80, you know, she's averaging adding 70 to 100,000 subscribers every month. She is consistently in the 70 to 80 million view range.
She's really smart, has a nice voice. She's pretty. That she's got all of the makeups for being a great, I guess, news announcer, drama announcer. I don't know, newscaster. She kind of is. She does a lot of drama too, though. She's just kind of an influencer, political influencer, and I like her. I disagree with her on a lot of things. Yeah, I don't think that it's happening. Looking at these numbers.
I mean, I don't want to call anybody out, but like, let's see what Michael Knowles is doing. You know what I mean? Like, let's look at what some of this other, you know, what's that other old guy? Here's Michael Knowles. Still doing okay, averaging less than a third of what Brett Cooper is averaging in total views. Much smaller growth, probably much bigger salary than Brett Cooper. Who's the other one? Andrew Klavan, right?
Who?
I mean, if they're in financial trouble, you'd be cutting these guys.
Oh.
Any idiot would do that.
Okay,
Andrew Klavan isn't even breaking 20 million views and adding 1/5 of what Brett Cooper's adding. So again, no disrespect to Andrew Klavan, but it seems very suspicious. Bugging the office, all that kind of stuff. I guess people would be willing to believe that stuff. Jeremy Boring has not.
Yeah, I ain't believing it. It's a 99.9% doubt.
Not exactly been very likable over the years. So I would say I'm not surprised. I wouldn't be surprised if he was doing that. I wouldn't be surprised if he's reading people's emails. I wouldn't be surprised if he was a total a-hole in real life. If they blew $100 million on Pendragon, would that put them at risk? Probably no more than, you know, Matt Walsh getting them demonetized would. So it's going to be interesting to see if we hear anything from Brett Cooper. Right now, I'm chalking this up to anti-Daily Wire fanfic, but there are some smoldering embers that could make it feel sort of real. Let me know what you think in the comment section down below, and we'll talk to you again real soon.
Yep, I think it's crap. I don't think this is happening. Oh well. Hopefully it's not happening. I like Brett Cooper. Crazy drama. Crazy drama.